All right, guys. So, welcome to Girl Talk Thursday. I am super excited. I'm your host, Dr. Stephanie Addo, and my co-host, Lakeisha Hankins, Coach Lakeisha.
Very good evening, ladies.
Yes.
Guys.
All righty. So, I think this is our fourth episode of Girl Talk. Is it our fourth episode?
No, I think we're on episode number 5 or so.
Okay. Yeah, you see how my week has been going, guys. I need to have a chat all by myself.
This is a long month. This has been a long month. This March.
Yeah. So this is it's definitely we kind of been going on. It has to be week 5. But anyway, week 5. I thank you guys so much for hanging in there, and always, especially to our faithful viewers, we love you. We thank you guys so much. Okay, so I'm a business coach. I've been coaching women over 8 years now. I teach women how to release their inner conqueror and really just go after your dreams. Go for what you believe in, right? Girl Talk Thursday started over a year ago as a little pilot, and now it has grown into a full-blown show on Blab. And I'm so excited that Lakeisha decided to join in with me because she's simply amazing, like one of the best people I've known, and definitely a mentor and a coach to me. So I'm gonna let Lakeisha go ahead and introduce herself. And in the inbox, her birthday is coming on Saturday.
Yes, I'm excited. So guys, thank you again for joining us tonight. Well, I just absolutely love our Thursdays, our Girl Talk evenings and stuff. So just a little bit about me. If you are new to our show, I'm a passion strategist. I love working with other busy moms. I'm a busy mom myself. I have 4 beautiful girls. So just really, I'm passionate about women going out there and going after their dreams, especially, the dreams and goals that we placed on the back burner. And I really help them to put some systems and some structure in place, because the rest of our life sometimes seems to be out of balance. So in order for you to, run a successful business and make some money doing it and not overwhelm yourself and, all those good things, that's where I come into place, really with just helping my clients pretty much create structure, increase their profits and their productivity. So that is what I do. So thank you for the happy birthday shout outs and stuff. I'm excited.
Thank you guys. All right. So I'll let you introduce the person we're supposed to have tonight and tell people a little about her.
Yes, so I got a chance to meet this amazing woman, Dione Stevens, at my vision board party. So I had an opportunity to host a vision board party with First Lady Shalonda Sims out here in Georgia, and she was a guest there, and then she also had a vendor booth. So got to connect with her, and she's just incredible, amazing spirit and personality, very high energetic. So I thought she would be perfect for Girl Talk Thursday. She's all about fitness. She's all about living a better life, a whole life, healthy from the inside on out. And I think I purchased her book, but my daughter has the book and is supposed to bring it back to me. But she's lost, I believe, over 200 or so pounds. And I've just been watching her over the last couple of weeks. Like I said, she's just simply amazing. She's doing Zumba classes, very just very giving, right? And she's just so full of knowledge. So I cannot wait for her to be able to get on here and be able to share with us her journey of everything that she's had to overcome to get to where she's at. And she's a certified fitness instructor. She's also she goes by a transformation strategist. And the author of Be in Health is the name of the book that she's written, and she also has a journal that accompanies that as well. So I'm excited. I think she should be on with us really shortly, guys. So I definitely appreciate you guys for taking a minute and for your patience. And if you have any questions for her, I want you to do me a favor. Go ahead and you can post your questions. You type your questions in the chat, and we'll make sure we go ahead and get those answered and stuff. And then, hey, Reed, thank you for joining us tonight.
Awesome. But yeah, I think that's amazing. Over 200 pounds and a testimony with that. That's a total testimony. And I mean, I think she's absolutely right with, your whole, just making your whole life in order. That's kind of where I've been in my life, like since this new year has started. Just really focusing. I know I talk a lot about that, the Donna Parto book about becoming the woman that God wants you to be. But she really gets in she gets in deep depth about just doing the whole thing. Like now I'm eating healthy. I mean, I really haven't had any weight issues, thank God. But still, just because you don't have weight issues doesn't mean that you're like full healthy, And like in my family, a lot of things, pop up later in your 30s. Like, and I'm like, well, I'm getting up there. Technically, I'm still 25 at heart, but I'm like, but getting up there. And I just like I preach it to my mom, my sister. I don't want to wait until the doctor tells me there's something wrong with me to start saying, well, then now I need to change. I'd rather get started now. And one thing I was telling my friends about is like, I think we overwhelm ourselves at the beginning. It's like we want to change so much, especially with eating healthy, where we stop everything cold turkey. And that's like something I didn't do this year. I just started stuff little by little. Like, okay, today I'm going to drink more water. Like, I'm going to add more water in. Like, I'm going to have a cup of water today because I really was down to no water, even though you guys saw me probably drinking Pepsi earlier today. But I tried, what I would do, I had a strong addiction to Pepsi. I wonder if does anybody else here have a strong addiction to Pepsi or had a strong addiction to Pepsi besides me? Type it in the box, but what I did, yes, you see,
that's a must have for her.
I know, not the only one, but
it was Coke. Like I just had to have that. I could have been late to work, like you're gonna lose your job if you're not here on time. But like I literally had to stop, and it wasn't just any Coke. Like I can do regular Coke at the house. Steph, I think you froze up. Say something. I want to make sure you didn't freeze up.
I'm here. Can you see me? I froze. I'm here.
I think I can hear you. I think you're good. I can hear you, and it's okay. It was moving slowly for a second. I think we're good and stuff. Okay. But the thing was definitely I had to have me a 32-ounce soda, and the fountain ones were like the best. I would have 2-3 of those a day. You think 2-3? My best friend said, So my best friend, guys, she's here in town visiting as well for her birthday. Her birthday was earlier in this month. And she said it was more than 3 32 ounces.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but it gets bad. It does. It gets bad. I mean, I was to the point when I did have my daycare kids would be like, Miss Stephanie, did you have your Pepsi today? Because you're getting cranky. Like they're like, go across the street and get yourself a Pepsi. And that's horrible. It's like, how are they gonna tell me to get a Pepsi? But that, that happened. So what I started doing was just, adding water in my diet here and there. And just making a conscious effort to add in one good habit a month and take away one bad habit. I think it's more attainable if you do one, right? Instead of, trying to do 5 at the same time. Just one step at a time, like Mary says. Like, just keep walking one step at a time.
You're depriving yourself of something as well, too, that makes it, twice the struggle.
Yeah, you're right. It does. Do not deprive yourself. I mean, you're going to have the the cravings. You can give in little by. It's just about when you're letting the cravings run you. Try to fight at least one part of the craving, little by little. How's the?
I'm sorry, I had to read her statement again. I'm like, did she say she went through 3 cases a week? I don't feel bad. I have to read that over again. That's why I was sitting there looking like, am I reading that right?
Yes.
The struggle is so real.
It is. It's serious. And I think because we're all entrepreneurs and it's a stress mark, right? It's just like, I'm stressed out. Let me get it. It's better than being drunk on wine. I mean, I know some people have an addiction to wine too, but it really is an addiction. Wow, 4 to 5 cans a day. I was with you, Rashada, though. I was that bad with the cans. I really was. Cans of Pepsi. I think Pepsi is the devil. But it's sitting right here with me. It's sitting right here with me, but it's I try to do my best. I got a lot better than I was last year, but I really think it attributes to us being entrepreneurs. Oh, coffee. I got off coffee. Good. I did get off of coffee. I used to love the cappuccino. You know, the cappuccino from the what's it? Total Life Changes. I love that cappuccino. But I did get off of coffee. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. I drink lemon water in the morning. Lemon water straight. No sugar, no honey, just lemon water. And since I started the lemon water, actually, now I can't live without it. Like I like to put lemon in the little Poland spring waters. That's sort of how I get my water in now. Do you drink water straight? Like, are you addicted to like? Can you drink water? Because I know some people have problems with drinking water. What about you, Lakeisha?
I have issues with drinking water. It's gotten better. You know, but let me not lie. So, you know, I have tried to make myself, I think I told you this like a couple of weeks ago, like, because I'm a big coffee drinker. So at work, it's like, okay, and I can't even say I'm a big coffee drinker when I'm at home or so. But at work, I will have maybe my one. Yay, Dione, she is on. It says that you are on. So if you can now, hit the call in button, and hopefully we should be good. I know we had some technical. Let's see.
Oh, mint cucumber. I want to try that, Coach Reed. I do want to try that. I have some cucumbers in the refrigerator too. Do you use mint leaves? I'm sure you mint leaves and stuff. I think that sounds delicious, actually. That does sound delicious. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna go one of these stores and find me some mint leaves and add it to the water. I do have the cucumbers though. And I don't know what other can I mix lemon with the cucumbers and the mint?
What would that taste? So I'm sorry. I was trying to visualize, I guess, what that would taste like.
I know I'm trying to figure it out too, but I think it would be cool. I want to try it. I'm actually going to try to make almond milk this week from scratch.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I saw somebody do it on Facebook, so I'm very intrigued because I kind of put my kids off of dairy, and we've been drinking nothing but almond milk. So I saw somebody make it from scratch. I'm like,
that in the Walmart. Okay, in Walmart in the produce. Okay.
Yeah, the mint leaves. I'm gonna try it.
So I have been doing a lot better as far as like the coffee though. So now I'm probably down to like 1 cup of coffee at work because they switched the brand.
Oh, yeah, because they switched the brand.
So I'm down to the one. Do you see her calling in?
No.
Say something. Because she says she sees us.
I don't see. Okay, there goes her egg again. Okay. Like her egg left, but
I don't see the thing that says call in. I don't see like her. It sends someone calling in.
No, I don't see it. We can make her call her. Oh, her egg is off again. I'm gonna try when she comes back in. I'm gonna see. Okay, if I can make her. Okay, I made her a co-host.
Okay.
You made her a host too.
Yeah. Does
her egg drop again?
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
The host. Sorry, guys. I feel like we're getting a little bit closer. I'm on, but you just can't see me. But we don't hear you. Yeah, but she's saying that she's on. But I think you're on as a viewer. I think you're on as a viewer, not as a called in.
Now she's live. The egg keeps popping in and out, and now it's gone again.
Yeah. Oh, like it keeps on our end. We keep showing you in and out, like it keeps disappearing. If you can hear us.
So does anybody have any questions for her? I mean, from what Lakeisha said, her stories are a wonderful testament. Yes. So it'll be cool to have questions early on. So when she gets on, we'll be able to just ask her. I mean, I definitely got questions about becoming an author, the book, and things. I'm in the midst of writing my book. So, anybody else here in the midst of writing a book, telling your story, changing some lives?
So, okay, so it's still showing her on it like as a viewer, but
Oh, that's cool. Congratulations.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes, that is wonderful. I'm gonna take that in too. That is wonderful. I think our stories are so, powerful and inspirational, and it really, is able to change lives. Not only that, though, like when you have your book, you're able to start getting on a lot more platforms, a lot more speaking engagements. It's just like the doors open abundantly.
I'm so sorry, guys. Let's see. I'm trying to troubleshoot through this. I do wish there was a way to like they did have an option where you could actually call in as well too, like on the phone. Not like
okay, yeah.
That, because she was asking if she could call in and speak.
Only other thing to do is like she could, but it should be on speaker. On your end, she could call you.
Oh, I could do that.
Because we'll be able to hear her. Coach Reed, once that book comes out, the platform comes. It just depends on how you market it too, but it will definitely come. Infiltrate LinkedIn a lot.
What did I just click? Hold on, guys. I somehow lost my screen. Okay. All right.
I see you.
No, I had to hit a button and all kind of stuff was popping up. Let me grab my phone real quick and see if we're going to do that option. I'm waiting for her to respond back really fast, and then we might roll with that because she has an incredible story. I wish we could get her on though, because it's yeah. Let me see.
That happens.
Yeah.
All right, guys, little by little, it's coming along. I mean, it's still better than last week, because last week we were logging off almost like every second. I think our whole girl talk was, can you hear me?
Yes, last week was crazy for those who were able to catch it live. Her calling in. She's calling me on my phone. Hey, Dione, can you hear me? Hello? Hey there, can you hear me okay? Okay, let me see. We might have, I'm trying to make sure we don't have feedback. Because, there's a delay on your, so Dione, on your end, you may have to turn your volume down a little bit. Okay. Okay, can you guys hear her okay?
Yes. There's a will, there's a way.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Was crazy for those that were able to catch it live.
So we can hear you, but I hear that you have it running in your background and there's a delay, so it's empowering over you. So you have to turn the volume down to where you're watching it at.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me okay? Okay, let me see. We might have feedback. Try to make sure we don't have feedback. There's a delay.
I don't know what happened.
She hung up, but like on her end, she has to turn her volume down on, like she's watching the Black show.
Okay, yeah, I hear
there's a delay, so it's repeating what we had just said. That's what you're hearing on your end.
I'll tell you, I'm on Girl Talk. We are almost there, guys. You guys are like totally patient. So while Lakeisha is out, let me just send this text really fast.
Okay, yeah, because you can hear the feedback. Okay. Okay. I know. I'm so sorry. So thank you so much for your patience and stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and put you on speaker. I'm heading back to my computer, and then as we get questions and stuff, I'll let you know what questions we have and stuff. So I'm excited nonetheless, even though we can't see your beautiful face, that we could have you on here.
I put out the lip gloss too.
Yes. And can you guys hear her okay, Steph?
Yeah, I can hear her. I can definitely hear her. Yes.
Okay,
So
yes.
she can introduce herself.
Yes, and she went out her way. She put on lip gloss and everything for you guys tonight. She was ready. So.
Oh, hello, everyone. Greetings, Dr. Stephanie.
Hi, how are you?
I am well. This has been a technical journey. Greetings to all my Girl Talk entrepreneurs. Happy Resurrection Weekend, everyone.
Yes.
How is all the ladies doing tonight?
We are doing fabulous. So definitely very excited. Been looking forward to this all week, this conversation.
I have to. And first of all, let me just say thank you so much. And thank you, Dr. Stephanie, for having me on the show. I know it's 5 sessions in, and I'm all excited when I hear about the number 5, because the number 5 is the number of grace. So I'm so excited to even know that we're on the 5th or maybe the 6th show. I'm excited about what you guys bring to the public, to us ladies. I really wanted to make sure that I was seen, because I was taking the information from the makeup a couple of weeks ago, and I was working on my eyebrows, and I was so excited that I had both of my eyebrows were even. So I just wanted you to know you do have people that are listening and that are taking the tips and taking the information to heart. So maybe I'll get a chance to post my eyebrows on Facebook. I don't know.
I was like, post them on Facebook or in the group and tag Nikki and stuff. So yes. So, yeah, we have been working the eyebrows and stuff.
I've been working the eyebrows. I work the eyebrows. So again, I am not going to keep you guys long, because we did get started a little late. So thank you for your patience. I so appreciate that. I am Dione L. Stevens, and I am the fitness and life transformation strategist, and I have authored my very first book called Be in Health. It released on October of 2015, and just like Dr. Stephanie said, you never know what happens when you do the work on your vision board and watch God breathe on it and see those things come into manifestation. It opens up a different platform for you. If you would have told me that I would have authored a book, 2 books, been married, and just my life is so unrecognizable right now, it is just amazing. So let me sum up some things very quickly for you guys, so I can let you get started on your put a cap on your evening. I was a little bit overweight, but I was cute. I was cute, but I was overweight. I didn't realize that my love of food was taking a toll on my body, and so much so that when I saw my primary care physician, she had told me I had 2 choices. I was either going to lose weight or begin taking insulin. My body had grown over the 200 mark. I am to date 4 feet 11 inches high. When I tease my hair up pretty high, I'm about 5'1", 5'2", and if I wear my shoes, my husband buys me, I'm every bit of 5'3", 5'4". So, to say the least, my weight and height ratio didn't lend credence to me being in health. So when my primary care physician said I had 2 choices, ladies, you know what choice I took. I was going to be in health. I was going to get in that gym, start exercising, and eating right. If it was sugary, salty, processed, If it came from a box, if it came from a can, if it was covered in cheese, my favorite, if it was dipped in chocolate, fried, and don't forget to supersize it, I was all over it. And my life revolved around food. If I was going to a party, I would call the host and say, what are the foods you're going to have at your party? And that was going to determine whether or not I went to your party. So I was even more concerned about what I was going to eat, not what I was going to wear. That was sad. It was a sad state of affairs. But I knew at any given time that it was going to take a toll on my body, but I was so consumed with eating. When I got the news from my primary care physician, I was absolutely devastated. I didn't show it on my outer man, but I was devastated. You see, ladies, I had lost family members to the disease of diabetes. I had my great-grandmother who had her whole foot amputated and then up to her knee amputated. My grandmother died from complications due to the disease. And my daughter, who is now expecting with my second grandson, has been diagnosed with gestational diabetes. So as you can see, we are in a war, and we have got to, as a race of people, as women, take care of our bodies. So I decided I was going to go ahead and begin my workout regimen. But I knew I had first YMCA. I didn't know what I was doing at all. So now that I was told that I had to work out, nobody told me how I was supposed to go work out. And as an African American woman, the first thing that I thought about, well, I know I got to work out, but I don't want to work out too hard because I just got my hair did. So that working out and my hair, and not only that, there was a Popeye's chicken across the street from the gym. So did I really want to work out, or did I want to go across the street and get me a 2-piece snack with 4 biscuits? Jesus, take the wheel. So what do you do when you have those kinds of choices in front of you? You got to be in health. You got to get your mind right. God is here to help you. I didn't know that at the time, but he really is here to help you. So that's where the book came from, ladies. I wanted to just kind of condense it. I know I have some questions for you. So from 204 pounds back in 2004 to a now nice 140, I think I'm at 147, 48, somewhere around in there at by 2016. And I give God glory for that. And I don't have to take any insulin, no medication. I am a fitness instructor, and I'm charged with motivating and inspiring other women that you can do this. There are tips, there are strategies to allow us to make sure that we are able to eat right, get to the gym, or get some physical activity into our daily lives. Every day we must be doing something, not getting up from the couch, going to the refrigerator, then coming back to the couch. Getting some good, moderate activity into our day. And there's a strategy for that. So with that being said, ladies, if you have any questions for me, and I think I jumped around a little bit, but I was trying to hit on a couple different points, please feel free to ask. Again, I apologize for my technical difficulty. My sweet husband was in here trying his best to help me, and he had on his sleep shirt, and he was leaning in saying, if it comes up, I don't want him to see me in my pajama shirt. So thank you, baby, so much.
Tell him we sure appreciate
anybody
it.
Have anything for me, please feel free to ask.
Absolutely. I definitely have some questions, and thank you for, really just coming on here and sharing your story And I just definitely, you know, want to say thank you for saying yes, right? And deciding to follow those doctor's orders of getting your life together. Because of that, you know, you definitely have inspired so many other women to say yes and really put their, you know, take care of their health. You know, I've been watching like your Facebook page and stuff, just seeing all the different women who are excited about, you know, headed to Zumba class and, you know, your different videos where you're providing like, you know, strategies of, you know, with the weightlifting or, you know, weight resistance and stuff like that. So it's just so incredible that because you said yes. And for some people it's like that's a simple decision or so, and for others it's not. And one of the things I wanted to ask, like, why do you think, you know, I guess in general a lot of people we aren't as proactive as we need to be, you know, especially I think within our culture. We wait until if someone says, okay, you know what, you are borderline diabetic or you have high blood pressure or, you know, things of that sort. What do you think a lot of that stems from?
Well, I think, let me just answer that from my history. When you're growing up and my parents are both pastors, well, they're preacher's kids. So what was the main thing that you did as soon as you got out of church? You went and ate. What did you eat? You ate fried chicken. You ate sweet potato pie. You ate potato salad. You ate collard greens with fat back or somebody's back, or the greasier, the more you had Kool-Aid with lots of sugar. You had two types of Kool-Aid. So to me, I think it had a lot to do with culturally how we were trained to eat. So when you grow up, you didn't really learn that there was another way to eat until there was a health scare. So as you got older and you began having children of your own, what did? You went to the grocery store and bought the same thing that you or your mom buy at the grocery store. So that was passed down to you, and you took that and became a generational thing. So you followed suit with that until you learned something different or you saw something better. And then, of course, depending on your community, where you live, what was available to you as far as a grocery store. So you had that corner store that had the chicken, and you had a lot of the candy stores, the candy lady. We didn't have the fruit lady. We had the candy lady that had the Hostess cupcakes and the nerds and the lemon heads and the big straw, the thick straw with the Kool-Aid in it, so that you could sit on the steps and be Kool-Aid wasted by drinking straight Kool-Aid. So those are things that come as far as culturally passed down. And then when you get some news as far as a health scare, now you have to unlearn the way that you cook, the way that you eat, and you have to go to diabetes eating classes or high blood pressure eating classes and how to cook if you have this chronic disease. So now you're older and now you're having to be taught how to cook a different way because of a chronic disease. So I hope that answers somewhat what you were asking.
Absolutely. I have one more question before I know Steph, I know you have questions. I just have one more real quick. Because, you know, I think it's amazing that you've lost the weight, and you said it was like back in like 2004, and you've been able to keep it off. Like, how do you deal with, because I know, do you still have like your temptations? Like, you know, like there's like some foods I'm like, oh my gosh, like food, you know, it's a love-hate relationship sometimes. Like, how do you deal with those temptations?
I'm so glad you used that word, relationship, because that's what it is. I've had my struggles, yes. I've had fluctuations in some weight. I've seen 10 pounds come back that I really didn't ask to come over, but they came over anyway. And
my hands raised. That's me right now. I don't know who invited them here. They gotta go.
Company. And I don't know if I've shared this with you, but I just turned 50 in November.
Wow.
So, they say, once you get a little older, your body starts doing some things. Yes, your body does kind of act a little weird with you at 40, maybe at 50. I've noticed that I'm starting to look a little bit more like my great grandmother, her shape and her hips and her boobs. We're like, where did you get those? And she's like, they showed up. So in some ways that's okay, and other ways you're like, well, I didn't really ask for that. But your body tends to maybe do some things different depending on genetics, how your family members look. But I didn't allow that to take precedence over being a healthy individual either way. I know that I have to have breakfast every morning in order for me to set myself up for how I'm going to eat for the rest of the day. I eat about 7 times a day, small meals. I eat out of saucers. I do make sure that I mind my water intake. And I think, Dr. Stephanie, you were saying something about being a Pepsi, having a Pepsi thing. Yeah. When I moved to Georgia and I found that this was a Coke state, I almost told the moving people, put myself back on that truck. I'm a Pepsi girl.
Yeah.
It's hard to find a Pepsi out here.
I'm a Pepsi girl. So depending on the time of month it is, I'm like, when the little horns come out for the Pepsi and I start foaming at the mouth, I'm like, Pepsi. But I've learned how to even manage that. Thank God for those little bitty cans of Pepsi instead of the 8 ounce or the 16 ounce or the 2 liter. They come in these little bitty cans, and you can have one, put a little water in it, make it almost flat tasting to kind of satisfy that. But I've also found for the fizz craving I have, ladies, I get Perrier with sparkling water, and I drink that. But you do have days that you're like, God, I want the chocolate chip cookie. Please let me have the chocolate chip cookie. Well, guess what you do? You don't eat the whole cookie. You might eat half the cookie and save the other half for another time. So there are ways that you can manage the craving. It has a lot to do with your mindset and your willpower and your knowing what it's going to do to your body. But here's the best part about it. It's a process. We don't have to be perfect. Who told us that we got to have it just right? In the magazines, I throw away the magazines because I'm not that girl that's size 2. I'm every bit of hippie, and my husband loves my hips, and I've got lots of integrity behind me and in the way of behind. And so I want to make sure that my body is complementary to my height and to my age and to my personality, and then I have a quality of life. I'm active. I can play with my grandson. I can do things that I can run. I can jog. I can teach 10 classes a week, hard fitness classes, and not feel like I'm going to crawl up the stairs and just fall out on the couch. So I hope that answered your question.
Yes, you did. Thank you. Steph, you have any questions? I know you have questions.
What you got for me, Dr. Stephanie?
Yes, yeah. I've been sitting here writing down, taking notes and stuff. First of all, I love your energy. I love your voice. I love everything. I wish you were like, we were able to see you, but I can definitely feel your energy through the computer. Like, I love it. Okay.
I told you, right? I told you. Like, I met her. I was like at the vision board party. I'm like, no, get up here, share your story. Like, her energy is contagious.
It is. Yeah. So my question is, I know that we were talking about the struggle of just maintaining and keeping your mindset right, as far as losing weight or just trying to get.
Hey, Steph, because I have to mute on my line. Can you start your question over again? Because she couldn't hear you. Okay.
Sure. My question is mainly about mindset. I know it took a lot of willpower to stay, I guess, to lose the weight. And when you heard what the doctor told you. There are a lot of people that get to that point where the doctor gives them bad news and they want to change. They really, really want to change, but they don't have that willpower. And no matter what they do, the willpower keeps going away and going away. The question I have for you is, how did you maintain that willpower? Did you have like a certain picture? Did you have, like, I know I went to one event where this guy, his nightmare was his willpower. So what was your willpower to keep you going with losing the weight? Like, what exactly did you do?
Oh, that is such a great question. Thank you so much for asking that. My willpower had a lot to do with, at that time, my first grandson, and being able to be active in his life, being present in his life. So that was one of the motivators for me. When people get the news about a health scare, it is a scary thing. It really is, because sometimes we take our health for granted. There's a part of the book, there's a chapter called Get Your Mind Right. And one of the scriptures under that particular chapter was, for God did not give us the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a calm and well-balanced mind, discipline, and self-control. And that was from the Amplified Bible. So when I looked at that, okay, I need to be calm about my weight loss, my weight management journey. And it's just that, it's a journey. I need to be well-balanced in my mind. So my well-balance not only has to do with my activity, but it also has to do with how I'm eating, and discipline. This comes straight out of the Word of God, and self-control. So when I read this scripture back in 2004, I kept that as an affirmation and as a confession. And as Lakeisha was saying, one of the books, the other book I wrote was a confessions and declarations journal, so that you can have those things in front of you, because you got to have that positive self-talk. You got to be involved with communities such as this, your Girl Talk, so you can have people that you can say, hey, I'm struggling. I got this news. I got Easter coming up, and I know what kind of food they're going to have on the table. What am I supposed to do? Because I've made this declaration and this promise to myself that I'm going to do better with my eating. So you have those affirmations, those declarations, and being able to have that accountability, so that when you come up against, okay, what do I do? This is a little bit of a challenge. You'll have some support. So that's part of that is in the book about your mindset, having that positive mindset of wanting to have a better quality of life. And I'm just going to read what it says. You must make up your mind and be fully engaged if you're going to adopt a healthy lifestyle. You have to wrap your mind around saying, what's stopping you from living a life of optimal health? So why wait to change your eating habits? Let's not postpone going to the gym or beginning some type of physical activity. Make up your mind that you can do this. And that's one of the things that I tell you in the book. You can do this. You got to say it to yourself over. You got to look yourself square in the eye in the morning in the mirror. I can do this. So making up your mind is just like making up your bed. You got to do it every day.
Wow.
And you got to guard who you let in it.
All right now. That's a word right there.
Yes. We have a question.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, yes.
From our audience. Our audience asks, what are your views on gluten-free diets? Which is cool, because I'm just starting one too. So what are your views on gluten-free diets?
Okay, that's a great question. I actually have been dabbling in some gluten-free items, gluten-free pasta, some gluten-free. There are some other things that are gluten-free that I like, crackers, but I'm really just trying to get away from doing anything that's bready. I've eliminated a lot of bread and pastas and crackers and things like that from my diet. And I will without getting too technical, because I know we're getting into some time, one of the things that I've been studying as of the past year is the blood type eating. And so some things for me do not do well with my blood type, which allows me to keep a handle on my weight. So Dr. Peter Dione does a whole study on blood type eating, and he talks a lot about gluten-free and is it really necessary? Does it really make a difference? So I would suggest you really look at that study about blood type eating and the relationship to gluten-free eating and gluten-free choices. There are so many food distributors that are changing to gluten-free that they're saying now it's really not making a whole lot of difference. So just from my standpoint, I do choose some gluten-free items like pasta. If I'm going to have a pasta, it has to be gluten-free. Mm-hmm. And that is few and far between, ladies.
Wow. Okay, great. I think I have 2 more questions, and I don't know if anybody else has anything else, and thank you so much for answering that. You got some more questions?
Yeah, I have 2 more questions too.
All right. We got time for a couple more questions, Dione?
Yes, we do.
Okay, yes. Okay, awesome. Okay, so one of the things I had, I was thinking about earlier today, because I know you work out a lot. Like, you do several classes throughout the week. But what are some ways to incorporate, more movement in your daily activities? Like for someone who's maybe working, the 9-to-5 job, or are using the excuse, because I'm gonna say it's an excuse because I do it myself, using the excuse that they don't have time to get to the gym. But like, what are some ways, like during your daily routine, that you can work in like some type of movement to get some of these calories, off?
Okay, well, that's a great question. If you are one of those folks that work at a desk, 9 to 5, one of the things that I suggest you do is stand up when you are typing. When you have to do a report, I would suggest you stand up and type over your keyboard. That's going to give you an opportunity for movement. Or even just taking a few 10-minute stand-up breaks and walk around the area. That's going to, if you have stairs, go and walk up and down those stairs several times to get your heart rate up. And by heart rate, I mean getting to the point where you can't, somebody come down the stairs and want to talk to you, and you're not really going to be able to have a conversation with them. That's getting that heart rate up. I know a lot of people say, well, I'm at work, I don't want to be too sweaty. Well, guess what? Bring you a change of clothing, a t-shirt or something you can put on, and when they give you that 15-minute break, take those breaks and use them for yourself. Don't just work through those breaks. Utilize that time to get up those stairs. If you're parking and going to your building or your place of work, park a little further than you normally would, depending on if it's raining. I know somebody say, well, what if it's raining? I just got my hair done. Okay, so park a little bit, get your nice pretty umbrella. That's still going to get you some time to get your heart rate up again. When it comes to being able to get some strength training in, and this is what I do with people that I go to their buildings and I give them a workout at work. It's called a cubicle workout. I suggest that you stand up and put your back to your wall and you do knee lifts. Lifting one knee, right knee, left knee, 3 sets of 10. Take a break. Then do a squat where you're holding to almost like you're sitting in your chair. You're at a 90-degree angle and you're sitting for a count of 50. Then you stand up. What you've done is you've just worked your quadriceps, your glutes, your heel, your calves, and also your core. So you've done all of that just by standing up against the wall, lifting your leg right and left. You can also kick forward as well. You want to work on your chest. We all want to work on our chest. You can lean up against your desk and actually do a push-up against your desk. You don't have to lay on the floor. You can just push up and down against your desk, the edge of your desk. If you want to do a sit-up, you can just sit in your chair. Don't let your bottom come or 100 times. You've just done a sit-up for your midsection. So those are some things that you can do while you're at work.
Wow.
Wow.
I think I got like 2 pages. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to the replay. Ladies, make sure y'all catch the replay. I was trying to write all that down and stuff. I think I got that.
Those are some of my tips.
You have some questions?
All right. So I feel. Can you hear me okay, Lakeisha?
I can hear you fine.
Okay, great. All right. So my question is, when you first started changing your diet and stuff, because I'm changing our diet here. So how do you stand up against family that's like, oh, so you don't eat fried chicken no more? You too good for macaroni and cheese and collard greens? Like, how do you're gonna go to those family functions. That's what they're gonna say. My little sister makes fun of me all the time. Oh, so you can't, I gotta get lactate milk, or just things like that. So how do you stand up to your family against your change and what you're trying to do?
Okay. Now, you know what, Dr. Stephanie, I love that question. But I'm going to be very transparent with you guys on this one as well. By the time I was starting my eating transformation, my children were out of college. So it was just me at the house. So it was just me at home. When my grandson came along, it was he and I. So it was very easy because he was impressionable. No, we're not going to McDonald's. We don't do that. So it was very easy in that regard. But the kids were out of the house. But here's where I'm being extremely transparent. And my husband is probably going to get me for this, but you guys, I have absolutely married Cliff Huxtable. Do you guys remember the Cosby Show?
Yeah.
When Cliff hides a hoagie and hides the stuff from Claire? Because Claire was the healthy one, and Cliff would have his 2-liter orange soda, and he would be so excited when she would leave because that was his treat. So in my house now, my husband is very good about us having 2 separate meals.
Oh my goodness.
I have my, but now he'll eat, my things, my stir fry, but he always says, I'm a meat man. I eat meat, whereas I don't eat a lot of meat. So it was a little bit easier, and I know that's not the normal household. I know that that's not the normal, but the children will mimic what the parent does. If the parent doing more of a bake and a rotisserie with the meat and more of a stir fry, and I always suggest letting the kids have that indulgence of that pizza. And this is where that gluten-free comes in with the pizza dough, because now most of the fast food restaurants are doing a little gluten-free. If you want to, and give them a veggie pizza, let them make their own pizzas at home. I know sometimes when the children, the grandbabies are here, we get the gluten-free, just the dough, and we cut up our own peppers and we make our own spinach, and we let them make their own pizza with the pineapples and all the fun stuff that they want to put on it. One thing that I know, you got to make mealtime fun if you're transitioning their eating. Make it fun for them so that they have that relationship with changing their eating, and it's a fun thing for them. Not, oh my God, mom is making us eat wheatgrass. I don't want it, So you have that option to allow things to be fun for you.
Awesome. Thank you. I think that was good. And you brought up some great points about the transition. I have little ones. I got all of my kids are under 9, 9, 7, and 3. Yeah. So
okay.
Yeah, everybody's young. And the transitioning was tough. I'm still one of them strict moms. So if you're not eating what I put there, you just ain't eat. But they're getting it, like I really I stopped bringing in the junk food. I started bringing in more fruit, And like my trick to it is because I used to love to go in the refrigerator. So what I did was I would put a bowl of fruit right there, you know, before they get to the refrigerator. So it's easily accessible for them to just grab a snack real fast, you know. So now they're quick to grab the apples, the oranges, and things like that. I mean, I'm surprised, but they really enjoy the gluten-free bread. So that's, you know, that is a huge plus for them. But you're right. The more you make mealtime fun for kids, the better, you know. My husband named Cliff. So it's like, I do understand you. That's funny, right? Yes. So, you know, at first it was a hard transition for him, but he's the same. Like, he's like, I gotta have my meat, I gotta have this and that. So I make sure to make sure his meal is quality and stuff. But I mean, I'm sure, and I told him this too. I'm like, I hope you're not at work sneaking off sodas and you coming home lying to me talking about you just having juice and blah blah blah. But I'm sure he probably is down there at work doing whatever he wants to do. But you know, the transition for the family has it has been tough, but it's gotten a lot better. It's gotten a lot better.
Right.
Last question for you.
Like I said, Dr. Stephanie, it is a process. And moms and having to do all of the stuff, you know, you're an entrepreneur, you have a husband, you have kids. That's a balancing act in and of itself. And I commend anybody that's on the call, that's on the line, that's chiming in. If this is your platform and you're balancing that, you get a big high five from me because I understand what that is like, just that balancing. But again, my own children were out of the house, so I had that time to learn how to pre-prepare my meals because I wanted to set myself up for success. I carried around a lunchbox with me with my snacks in it, so I didn't have any excuse to, I need something to eat. Let me run in here to Wendy's and grab and back in that time, none of those restaurants were doing healthy choices 13 years ago, 12 years ago.
Yes.
They are now really over the last 3 to 5 years offering a healthy choice. They were offering not a healthy choice and you had to get it supersized. So, yes, everything was supersized. So the small now is the supersized back then. And now they got gargantuan size. So I don't know what to do about that.
I think you just dropped the golden nugget though. Carry around a lunchbox because that happens to especially busy moms when you're going to pick up the kids or if you're out and you're doing all of these things, you know, like carry around a lunchbox. And that way when you're hungry or you really need to snack, you know, you can just pick up this, you know, eat this real fast and you're not, you know, the car doesn't magically drive into the drive-thru. You know, you have more control. That's a good nugget. Very good.
Exactly. And I have one of those, the little ice packs that you would put in so that if I made my own wrap with my spinach or whatever, it was still pretty cool, so I didn't have to worry about it. But it had my almonds and my berries and my apple, and I cut it up, and my carrots, and I had my stuff in my bag with me, so I didn't have to go to the food court when I was out having to go shop. So those things are tips, and they really do work. It's just you got to do the work. The preparation is the key, and it's so rewarding when you can know that you've made a better choice because you've got your snack and you've got everything that you need right there. And I mean, that makes you just feel so good about your mindset that you've made up your mind to live a healthier whole life and that you are doing some things. And it is the process, and you've got support. I'm here to support you because I do believe that we can do this. We're in this together. We're not out there by ourselves being attacked by Wendy's and McDonald's and Burger King. We got this.
Right.
Yes, you are so right.
I have one question, but before I ask, because I know it's 10, before I ask that last question, I do want to know, I know you're in our group. I've shared on here in the comments, I'll have to post it again, the link to your Amazon.
Yes.
Amazon book. But what are some ways that we can stay connected with you after the show for those that want to reach out, and even for those that are here locally, because I know you're giving classes on a weekly basis.
Yes, that's great. Thank you so much. You can pick up Being Health at Amazon.com, / Dione, Dionel Stevens. You can also join up with me on Facebook.com at Fit5, and my email address is FITN5fitness@gmail.com.
Got it.
Okay, I got that. So I have one other question from my best friend that's here that I didn't think of, and this is probably one of those ones you hear all the time: is eating out, or is eating healthy more expensive?
Oh no, I don't think so. I really don't think so. Let me tell you why. Tell your friend. That's a great question.
Great question.
I appreciate that. Let me tell you why I don't think eating healthy is more expensive. I feel like if I'm eating healthy and then I go to my physician and my doctor says, "Hey, you look great. Your weight is great," I'm going to make sure that you get a perk on your insurance. Your premium's going to drop because you're going to be in a preferred weight status. You don't have to take this medication. Blah blah blah. That to me is worth more than if I could choose the $2.99 bag of apples as opposed to the 59-cent bag of Chips Ahoy cookies. That's just my take on it.
Absolutely.
No, she's absolutely right. Medication is expensive when you get sick and stuff. It's cheaper to eat right than to have to buy medicine all the time.
Yes,
exactly. Yes.
Okay.
So you do, when you look at it as far as, and that is a very valid question, because you do have folks that go to the grocery store and things are getting more expensive. Prices are not going down. They are going up. But in the long run, it does pay to eat healthy. It really does. With juvenile diabetes on the rise, and just obesity, and like you said, Dr. Stephanie, the money that is spent on medication and prescription drugs, as opposed to having a vegetable plate or eating raw vegetables as opposed to overly cooked vegetables. And that's a whole nother segment in and of itself that I love to talk about, the way you can cook food. So that's just my take on that.
All right, absolutely. Thank you so much for taking time out and coming to share with us. This has just been incredible. I told you, ladies, that you guys would enjoy it. I think we still have quite a bit of live callers and stuff on. So if you didn't catch it all, you definitely want to go back and catch the replay. You can watch the replay at the same link that you're actually viewing the live call. It takes a minute to process, but it's usually available within 10 minutes. So definitely, if you don't catch it tonight, definitely go back and listen to it tomorrow. But really, let us know, especially up in the Girl Talk Entrepreneur group, what tips that you were going to implement. And if you got value out of tonight's call, definitely, I've posted Dion's Facebook page as well in the comments, so you guys connect with her, follow her. I know I've seen a couple of videos, so we're gonna have her do more videos. I know she's posting them on her page. You gotta put them on your business page too, for those that aren't connected with you on your business page. So so definitely do that. This has been amazing. Steph, do you have anything you want to add before we end tonight? And then we'll give it to you, Dione, too, if there's anything else you want to add before we
I just want to thank Dione for coming on out. I think this was a great talk. I learned so much. I want to invite her back. I think we got more to learn, right? Like, I think we have more to learn, especially with how to cook healthy, But I thank you so much. I love your energy. And hopefully if I'm ever in Georgia, we could connect. But I really, really thank you. And I really enjoyed myself. So, and I guess make sure you guys come back next week for Girl Talk. I know Dion's going to end it out, but make sure you guys tune in next week for Girl Talk. And we really appreciate you all.
Maybe we can do some type of challenge. Would you ladies in the group let us know in the group if you guys are interested in some type of fitness challenge? Definitely we incorporate the book and also the journaling, because I think that's so important. The mindset thing, and that helps you to stay focused. And then also in the group, there's the extra added accountability. So yeah,
maybe it could be like the beautiful you inside and out, because we had Nikki give us the pretty, the tips for the face. And now we had Dione giving us the tips on how to be beautiful on the inside too. So maybe it's something like a beautiful inside and out you challenge, something like that. We're gonna put it together.
Yeah,
we got it.
Amazing.
Oh yes.
One of our viewers, I know you can't see it. She said challenges give me motivation and accountability. Yes.
Great.
So you guys in the group, we will announce it as soon as we get.
Yeah, so we'll do some talking with Dione and see what we can make happen and stuff.
Awesome.
So do you have any last things you want to say before we go ahead and end tonight's call? Thank you again so much.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Stephanie. Thank you. I appreciate the invitation. I don't take it lightly when I have a platform to encourage, motivate, and inspire my ladies to live a life that is healthy and whole. And I will say, I know that you guys can't see me, and I know that with those that are typing in, I have a declaration that I want us all to do. I'm going to say the declaration, and I want you guys to repeat it with me. So, I am healthy.
I am healthy.
I am whole.
I am whole.
I am blessed.
I am blessed.
I am in health.
All right. I am in health.
That's right. So thank you guys so much, and believe that you make those declarations to yourself each and every morning, and watch how your life begins to transform. This is Dione L. Stevens from Fit and 5, your fitness transformation strategist.
Absolutely. Thank you again. You guys have an incredible night, and make sure you join back in next week for Girl Talk Thursday, as well as catch the replay and share it with someone. Bless someone else with these tips that you learned tonight. All right, guys. Have a good evening.
Have a good evening.
Thank you again, Dione.
Thank you.